Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, that is so cool.
He was the first one to run up. He got it back. It's so fake. Early in the morning again? Every day. Unless it's 10, it's probably 10. It's an 8.
I don't think it's that charged.
Oh.
This is still a
Could be kind of
Yeah. I think I'm just a little bit. I got it.
point that whatever's happening.
Uh-huh.
You should be good.
It's literally just that, huh?
Yeah, it's just
Okay. Thank you.
So the back row, it just says VIP, so wherever you're comfortable in the back row. If I did that, then I definitely. It was calling my name. You ready?
I'll make sure your phones are like the loudest they can be.
Hi, are you here for the ceremony? No. Sorry? Yes, I need to get inside. Oh, whatever. It's okay.
Are there like performance glasses? Oh, you're good. No, never mind, you're not
I could probably just.
Attention. Hooray. Press.
It's kind of tilted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin shortly. Please find your seats and silence yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the paying of the Pledge of Allegiance and the posting of the colors.
Thank you all. Please be seated. Good morning. On behalf of Dorado High School, I want to welcome you to our 9/11 Remembrance Ceremony. Today we gather to honor the lives lost on September 11th, 2001, and to reflect on the strength, unity, and resilience that emerged in the face of tragedy. We especially want to recognize and thank the brave men and women in uniform, our military service members, first responders, law enforcement officers, and all those who dedicate their lives to protecting others. Your courage and commitment embody the very spirit that we remember today. Though many of our students were not yet born when these events occurred, the impact of that day continues to shape our nation. It is a day that our nation vowed that we will never forget. It reminds us of the importance of community, of standing together in the face of adversity, and of never taking our freedoms for granted. As we begin this ceremony, let us carry forward the legacy of those we lost, honor the heroes who rose in response, and recommit ourselves to living with compassion, courage, and unity. Thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you to Mr. Perez and everyone who helped make this ceremony possible. At this time, I would like to introduce this morning's guest speaker, El Dorado High School teacher, Ms. Samantha Jones.
Good morning. Today we gather to honor and remember a day that changed our nation forever, September 11, 2001. I grew up in New York, and I truly loved the state and the amazing experiences that I had while living there. But on 9/11, I was in the 8th grade. I was reading in my English class, Taming of the Shrew by Hamlet, with my reading partner Philip, when the news broke. The classroom fell silent. Confusion turned to shock, shock to sorrow. We were just kids trying to understand something that even adults struggled to comprehend. I remember the school being placed on a lockdown, and I remember teachers trying to figure out a plan on what should be said or should not be said because we had no idea what was happening. My uncle worked at the city at the time, and I remember my family being very nervous because they could not figure out where he was for several hours. The state took a moment and paused. We did not know what the next step would be. We did not know what the next day would bring, and we did not know who we would go home to at the end of the day. The silence was truly deafening. Sitting in Miss Ford's class, the news progressed, speculation came in, stories were unfolding, and they rolled in the big block TV for us to watch national news coverage of what was happening. Our school day remained silent, and our classrooms we paused, and we watched as each member, each firefighter, each cop walked in to New York City, and we did not know what was happening. We were not able to speak to our parents. We were not able to leave. We had to wait to determine what was going to lead us to. For me, and for many of us, the day is etched into memory, not just for the tragedy, but the stories of courage and sacrifice. One of those stories was painfully close to home. A classmate of mine lost her father. He was a volunteer firefighter where we lived, and he drove into the city, and he passed away in the falling of the second tower. His bravery, like so many others, remind us of the strength and selflessness that emerged in the face of horror. As kids, we were able to see heroes that just were part of our normal lives, and those heroes never came home. We say never forget, not just as a slogan, but as a promise. A promise to remember the lives lost, the families forever changed, and the unity we found in the aftermath. I was 13 years old on September 11, 2001. I still remember the details like it was yesterday. I remember the faces, I remember the classes, and I remember the shock and the tears we all shared while reading a book by Hamlet. I can tell you that day has shaped my life. We still continue to live it. My husband is an active duty service member, so we live this experience every day. That day shaped who we are and continues to teach us about resilience, compassion, and the importance of coming together when the nation hits a tragedy. So today, we pause and reflect.
Please stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending. This concludes today's ceremony.